Okay, then we discussed the definition of bank. Okay, everyone, are you noting it down? At least the heading? Or you have the note with me? My note is there with you. Please mark in it. Study well. Okay, then after definition, we are discussing the basic functions of a banker. What are the basic functions? That means, what are the various duties that a banker does? Okay, and don't get confused when you get a question, what are the functions of a bank? Functions of a bank. Then which one will you write? Functions of a bank, primary functions, secondary functions. Okay, that is the functions of a bank. I'm telling you, I'm repeating, don't get confused. These are also the functions. I agree with that, but these are the basic functions of a banker. What are the duties that a banker does? Who's a banker? Who's a banker? Answer.
People working in the bank.
Yes, one who does all these, one who works in the bank, he is a banker. Okay, that's it. So, basic functions of a banker includes all these as well as functions of the bank. You understand the question? Clear? Then when you get the question, don't tell me, I thought this is the answer. I thought that was the functions of the bank. No. No excuses. These are basic functions of a banker. What are the various duties that a banker does? What are the various activities that a banker do in a bank? Clear? And this will include the functions of a bank as well. Now, we know the first point was keeping records. He maintains the records. That is, daily transactions are being recorded. Then advise the clients. Advise the clients means whatever the need for which the customer has approached the bank, they will get it done. The banker will help the customer to understand his problem, his need. He'll give suggestions, okay, and he will fulfill his need. That is the second function of a banker. I'm repeating again and again. Then gather financial information before providing loans to the customers, or before accepting the deposits. Before any service is offered to the customer, bank will study about that customer. What is his history? History in the sense not from his birth to till date, not that. His financial background. Is he stable? Is he able to pay the loan? Okay, is he fit for the bank to provide a deposit? Okay, so gather financial informations. And I told you duties, functions of a banker will definitely include the functions of a bank. The most important functions of a bank, we have two: primary functions, secondary functions. Don't forget primary functions, accepting deposits, lending of loans. Okay, and secondary functions are agency function, utility functions. Agency functions means what? The banker will act as an agent on behalf of the customer. The bank will perform certain activities, certain services. Is that clear? On behalf of the customer, for helping the customer, whatever the customer should do, he must have done, that will be performed by the banker on behalf of the customer. That is called agency function. Reminding you all the points. Utility functions. That means utilizing the area, utilizing the banks, like the locker facilities, utilizing the functions, abilities of the bank. What are the various functions provided to the customer? Okay, accepting deposits, we have 4 types of deposits. 4 types of deposits. Which are they? Which are they, Alan Shibu? Yes, Alan Shibu. Just a second. Let me make a note of those who haven't switched on the video for nothing, but I should know what is the reason. That's why I'm not going to harm you in any way, but let me see. I should inquire.
Yes, ma'am.
Alan Shibu, please tell me the types of accounts. I was asking you to read. Okay?
Savings account,
Savings account,
current account,
current account,
fixed account,
fixed account,
recurring account.
recurring account. Okay, Alan, is there any problem with your video?
Yes, ma'am. Here is raining and
Okay,
small
it's
network
okay,
issue.
it's okay. I understand. Okay. Okay, then that is the, okay, accept deposits. Types of deposits, we have 4 types of deposits. Then loans, I had explained in the previous class, overdraft, cash credit. Naveen Joby, read.
Yes, ma'am.
Read various loans provided.
Advancing loan, accept,
Okay, yeah, and loans include
overdraft,
overdraft,
cash credit,
cash credit,
term loans,
term
discounting
loans,
of bills, credit
discounting
card
of bills, credit cards, loans. Okay. Okay, thank you. So that is accepting deposits, advancing of loans, then secondary functions of a bank, agency services, general utility services. I want you to learn these. You will understand this later on. We have chapters which covers this, and I had explained in the previous class too. So learn it. Purchasing and selling of shares. I told you what is share today. The company will issue shares when they are in need of fund for expansion. Remember? Forgot? Share, shareholders, private sector bank, public sector bank, remember? Yes, okay. Then general utility services. Okay, so very important, sure question, very, very, very important. Please mark it and learn. And here comes the next duty of a banker. The function of a banker, disburse funds. Bank will help the depositors, the customers to withdraw fund as well as deposit fund. Okay, enforcing security to make sure the bank is not cheated, the customer is not cheated. The bank will make sure the original print notes or not. They'll take security measures to make sure, okay, about the notes. So the various machines are used. Then comes history of banking. History of banking, you don't have to learn all this. I don't advise you to learn everything, but I'll underline, I'll tell you the points to be learned. Okay. See, we are discussing the history in 3 stages. That is important. Okay. 3 stages. Before independence, the second phase, that is after independence, and the third phase, 1991 and beyond. Okay, note that. Then, the banking system in
Ma'am,
India.
which one? Ma'am, which one we should not?
3 periods. The history of banking. We are discussing the history of banking. Okay, history of banking in 3 periods. By classifying the history, we are dividing the history into 3 periods. Pre-independence, that means before 1947. Okay. Second phase means after the independence. And third phase means after 1991. Clear? In 1991 also, new economic policy was introduced. So that is also a very important year. Okay. And I need this. The banking system in India began with the establishment of what? Bank of Hindustan in 1770. Okay. Bank of Hindustan in 1770. But again, it stopped functioning in 1832. Then, during that period, several banks were introduced, but only a few could succeed. Then this one, the alliance of three major banks, Bank of Bengal, Bank of Madras, Bank of Bombay, they came together and it became Imperial Bank. Note. Okay, Imperial Bank. And this Imperial Bank was taken over by SBI in 1955. Okay, so such important points has to be learned. I'm not going in detail again as it is clearly discussed in the previous classes. Okay, such important points must be included. Then what are the reasons this is required? What are the reasons for the failure of the banks during pre-independence? Why did we said so many banks were opened but they couldn't continue, they couldn't survive? Okay, what was the reason for it? Reasons, important. Now, after the independence, we have the post-independence, after independence, second phase of Indian banking. Here comes again the nationalization. The decision to nationalize was taken during the second phase. Note down the points. Later on, please don't say teacher didn't tell this. Teacher was very quick. No comments like that. Okay, so the second phase is very important. Why? Because the nationalization of banks took place during this time. What is nationalization? Yes, Rahul, what is nationalization?
Bringing it under the control of government.
Yes?
Bringing it under the control of the government.
Very good, right answer. Okay, so the ownership is shifted to the government. More than 50% of the ownership is now with the government. That is nationalization. Okay, and July 1969, very important year. 1969, Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister then, that time. And she was also the Finance Minister that time. Okay, decided to nationalize how many banks? These are all fill in the blanks question. How many banks? 14 banks. Clear? 14 banks. And we know the Imperial Bank was already nationalized. Which year? Which year? Yes, Krishna Kanti. Imperial Bank?
1955.
Very good. 1955. Yes. It was already taken over by State Bank of India. And later on in 1969, 14 banks were nationalized. Okay. And 50 years of India's bank nationalization. When was that? When did that take place? 2019. 2019. Okay. The year 2019. Very important. Marked the 50 years of India's bank nationalization. Why? On 2019, it was 50 years. Okay? Okay. Let's continue. It's not required that you learn all the names, but at least a few you should be able to say. Somebody ask, which were that 14 banks? All the 14 banks, it's okay, no need to learn, but at least read and understand. You should be able to recognize, okay, this was one among the 14 banks which were nationalized. And after 1969, the next important year is 1980. Note down. 1980. 6 more banks. And there is another information, SBI had associates. Okay, SBI had made some associate banks which were under the control of SBI for the rural development expansion. Okay, there were 7, and later on in recent time, 2017, we'll come to it. Okay, in 2017, SBI, all the associates became one, joined together, and we have only State Bank of India. When you give the answer, note it. Don't confuse with SIB and SBI, okay? SBI, State Bank of India, South Indian Bank is a private bank. Don't get confused, SIB and SBI. These are the silly mistakes that students make and lose their marks. Hope I have sent this note in your group. It's there in the group. You just mention or write down, note down the heads that I say. Okay, and impact of nationalization is required. Why? What happened? What is the result of this nationalization? How did this influence the banking system? Okay, that's it. And the third phase of Indian banking after 1991. The third phase of banking begins. And what was a major change? That is the introduction of private banks. It is after 1991. Private sector banks. Private sector banks. Introduction of private sector banks in India. And initially there were 10. Okay. And this is a major development, improvement in the banking system after 1991. Then I got the answer from you that day. The recent development, online banking, influence of internet into banks. Yes, we started using internet facility, making various functions of bank easy. Yes or no? Okay, these are the points related to history of banks. And again, I have summed up the history. You can read the same points, some more additional points. It's okay. You can read. Then classification. Here comes the classification. Commercial banks, Reserve Bank of India on the topmost, commercial bank, regional bank, cooperative banks, and the classification goes on. So understand what is central bank. What is central bank? Naveen Jobi.
Yes, ma'am.
What is central bank?
Which control the banks?
Yes.
Which distribute the money into money currency.
Central bank is the apex institution. Learn the word apex institution. Okay. Central bank is an apex institution. Which, what is the role? What does central bank do? Operate, control, direct, regulate, manages, supervises, everything related to the banking system in India. Okay, what institution is that, Aparna? Where is Aparna? What kind of institution is that?
Apex
Apex institution. And what does it do?
Ma'am, which operate, control, directs and regulate the monetary and banking structure of a country.
Very good. Okay. And which is the central bank in India? Abdul Aman? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Which is the central bank of India?
RBI.
Sorry?
RBI.
Very good. What is RBI? Say the full
Reserve
form.
Bank of India.
Reserve Bank of India. Okay. In India, Reserve Bank of India is the central bank of the country. Okay, it is the apex institution, I told you that. And the current governor of RBI, who is it, Pavitra? Sri? Say again, no problem, try. Right, okay, Sri Shaktikanta Das. Okay, he is the current RBI governor. No, don't forget, it's required. Okay, the organization structure is over, you know. Now, then we discuss the types of banks. Okay, types of the banks, commercial banks. We have the central bank, then under central bank, we have commercial banks, regional rural banks, cooperative banks. Commercial banks again classified into two, public sector banks and private sector banks. Okay, public sector banks includes the nationalized banks and most importantly, SBI and its associates. Okay. On Saturday, which subject did I give you the test on? Was it accountancy or banking?
Banking.
Banking? Yes, Krishna, tell me.
Banking.
Banking. Okay, let me write it down. Banking. Class 11, you will have a class test. Okay? See, that's why I am repeating everything, making you understand the topics to be learned. Okay? Okay, public sector banks coming to State Bank of India. Now you all know what is State Bank of India. First it was Imperial Bank, later on it became SBI, and SBI had associates, and 2017 all these associates as well as SBI joined together became one bank. Okay, nationalization first in 1955, Imperial Bank became SBI, then the nationalization took place in which year? Krishnanuni, which year? Nationalization in India.
1955.
That was the first one. Okay, later on. In the second phase, after independence, in which year? Nationalization.
2017.
No, that is the recent one. Indira Gandhi. It's okay, learn. 1969. Okay, 1969. Okay? Don't forget, Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister as well as the Finance Minister during that time. Okay? Sorry. That is about SBI, and we know the nationalization. Nationalized banks, private sector banks means completely owned by the private individuals, private parties. No role. Government has no role. See, from each category, you should know minimum 3 or 4 banks. Okay? When you write, what do you understand by public sector banks? So you give the explanation. Public sector banks are those banks, whatever the explanation you give. Then write 1, 2, 3, 4. These are some of the public sector banks in India. Okay? Then only if it is a 2-mark question, then only I'll give you 2 marks. 1 mark for the meaning, 1 mark for the example. Am I clear to you? Yes, Krishna? Any doubt?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. So these are the different banks. Foreign banks, very easy. The bank, it is, the headquarters is in some other bank, foreign bank, and it is having a branch in India. That is foreign banks. Learn at least 2 or 3. Minimum 3, please. Public sector, private sector, you can learn many. At least 4 to 5 you can learn. Because we are used to it, used to the names. But foreign banks, I agree. The names are little, the new words, we are not that knowledge about the foreign banks. Okay, regional rural banks, we know they are located in the rural areas for the upliftment of the rural sectors, regional sector, agricultural sector. Okay, regional rural banks. RRB, which is the RRB, Regional Rural Bank in India. I mean, sorry, in Kerala, which is the Regional Rural Bank in Kerala. Kerala Grameen Bank. You should know that. That is the RRB in Kerala. In India, there are several regional rural banks. Every state is having their own regional rural banks. But in Kerala, for Kerala, RRB is Kerala Grameen Bank. Again, coming to cooperative banks. What is the speciality of cooperative banks? Akshay?
Cooperative banks. Cooperative banks have
What is their peculiarity?
both the government and private individuals
Okay.
invest in the bank.
No. They are organized under Cooperative Credit Societies Act, okay? And their main aim is not profit making. No. That is the peculiarity of cooperative banks. They function to provide services for the welfare of the society. And they don't have the intention to make profit. Okay, that is the peculiarity. That is what differentiates cooperative bank from other banks. Clear? Okay. So here we have the Kerala Bank, Kerala State Cooperative Bank. Note down, Kerala State Cooperative Bank. Then the recent origin, that is the payment banks. Paytm, you can say. We are used to that word now. Paytm. Airtel Money, you know that. Airtel. Okay. And right now, we have 6 payment banks of India. 6. Jio Payments Bank, Jio. Familiar name, Jio. India Post Payments Bank. We are learning about payment banks. So, India Post Payment Banks. Paytm Payment Banks, Jio Payment Banks, Airtel Payment Banks, NSDL and Fino. Fino doesn't have payment bank with its name. Okay, so these are the 6 payment banks of India. Is it clear? I'll be sending the slide immediately after this hour. I'll send you this file in the group. Then, the most important topic next we are going to discuss is about the functions of RBI. Just a second. The functions of RBI. We know RBI. What is RBI now? Yes or no? What was RBI? What is RBI?
Central Bank of India.
Central Bank of India, right. Very simple. What is RBI? RBI is the Central Bank of India. What is its function? What is a central bank? What is the word I told you? It is an... Yes. Apex institution, right. That is a term to be used. Apex institution. And what does it do? You can use all the words. It controls, monitors, regulates, manages, supervises, all such verbs you can use there. Okay, what do they do? The monetary as well as banking structure in India. The banking structure in India is controlled, regulated, monitored, supervised, managed. Then what else? Directed. What else? Any other term? So that is, and don't forget the current governor of RBI. Okay. Now we move on to the most important topic, functions of RBI. These points were all discussed, but still let us move on. Okay, functions of RBI, very, very important, very, very important. Okay. The first function is, Anish, read the first function.
Yes, ma'am. Issue of notes.
Issue of notes, read, come on.
The Reserve Bank has a monopoly for printing the currency notes in the country.
Hmm.
It has the sole right to issue currency notes of various denominations except 1 rupee note, which is
Okay.
issued by the Ministry of Finance.
Very good. Okay, thank you, Anish. So the first function, the most important function of RBI is issue of notes, the currency. It is designed and printed by RBI. Okay, RBI. But there is an exemption. Except 1 rupee note, it is not printed by RBI. And who does that? That is issued by Ministry of Finance. Except that all other currency are printed by RBI. That is the function of RBI 1. Number 1. Let me take the attendance now. Okay. Please say good present ma'am when I call your name. Okay. Anish.
Present, ma'am.
Nestle. Nestle. Absent. Vishnu. First, Vishnu. Vishnu, not there. Absent. Alan Verghese. Alan Verghese. See, absent. Naveen Sobi. Naveen Sobi, absent. Aparna. Absent. Alan Thomas.
Present, ma'am.
Rahul Ramesh. Yes.
Present, ma'am.
Present. Sayujya, present. Krishnakanti, present. Vinay, yes, present. Akshay, Akshay Verghese, yes, I saw you, Akshay. Pavitra, yes, present. Abdul Aman, yes, present. Pranav, yes, I saw you, Pranav. Krishnanunni, yes, present. Rose, absent. I didn't see her. Rose. Abdul Aman? Okay. Your name is repeated. Sorry. Okay. Anyone else? I didn't call the name. Okay. So let's continue with the functions now. So the next one, the second function, banker to government. Banker. I told you in the morning, RBI does all the functions of a bank, not to the public. Is RBI offering the functions to public? Accepting deposits and lending of loans? No. But the same functions are provided by the RBI to the commercial banks as well as to the government. Okay, so that's why the RBI is called the banker to the government. RBI is to act as the banker, agent and advisor to the government. Whenever government is in need of money, government will approach the bank. Okay, so RBI is considered as banker to the government. Banker to the government. So everything, whatever the government need to do, the various banking, yes, Krishnan Unni,
That means they provide only money for the government.
sorry.
Means that they provide only money for the government.
Yes. RBI controls the, RBI is the one who's managing the banking system in India. So RBI is not directly dealing with the public. No. RBI deals with only the government as well as other banks. Clear? We know, I told you, all the banks in India are registered under Banking Regulations Act and it is under the control of RBI. Okay. So RBI is not dealing with the public directly. No. RBI is the bank only to the government as well as the other commercial banks, other banks. Okay. Now, again, banker to other bank. Whenever the commercial banks, other banks are in need of money or any financial needs, they will approach the RBI. Okay, similar to us, our cases, even our banks will also have need of money. There are situations, okay, so in such crisis situations, when the banks are in need of money, they will approach RBI. So RBI is called the banker of the bank, banker's bank. Why? Because it provides the banking facilities to the bank. RBI provides banking functions to the bank. Okay? Yes. Now comes the other important point, that is controller of credit. What is credit? What do you understand by credit? Yes? Credit transaction? Accountancy? What is credit?
No immediate
Not
transaction.
immediate, right? I need the word that. The transaction where immediate payment is not done. Okay? So, controller of credit. Here, in the banking terms, credit means the flow of currency, the flow of money from the bank to the public. The public will lend money, the bank will lend money to the public. Isn't it? The public, the normal people take loans from the bank. Am I right? And the loans, we are repaying it in future. That is flow, the credit. The flow of credit means that. Okay, and we'll learn it in detail later on. So this is controller of credit. Just understand that. We'll have this in detail later. Controller of credit. This is one important function. Then note down. Next one is inflation. Managing inflation in the economy. Another function. Okay? Inflation in the economy. So we wind up the session of banking now. We have accountancy. It is in the same studio only, no? Do you want to leave? Not required. Do you want to leave? Okay, you may switch off the video and take rest for 2 minutes. I'm not leaving.